students, welcome back to the new session. In the previous session, you learned about the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro civilizations. Let us learn about Vedic period from the topic Early Civilization from class 6 Social Studies. Learning outcomes. You will be able to understand Aryan culture and political organizations of Early Vedic Age and Later Vedic Age. Keywords. Vedas, holy books of Hindu religion. Brahmanas, the lengthy commentaries of Vedas. Upanishads, a series of Hindu sacred treatises. Barter system, to exchange goods for other things rather than for money. Check the concept map. Advent of Aryans. There are various theories about the origin of Aryans. Some historians are of the opinion that Aryans came from outside the country. That is, Central Asia, Arctic region, east of Alps, etc. Some historians say that Aryan is an Indo-European linguistic group. Some argue that they are the natives of India. The Vedic culture flourished on the plains of rivers Indus and Saraswati. And later in the plains of the rivers Ganga and Yamuna. The period in which the Vedic literature was formed is called the Vedic period. The river Gagar-Hakra, which disappeared in the Thar desert of Rajasthan, is believed to be the ancient river Saraswati. The Rig Veda mentioned about the river Saraswati many times. Sources to know about Aryans. The Vedic literature is the major source to know about the Aryans. Vedic literature. The term Vedic means superior knowledge in Sanskrit. It is the knowledge of knowing oneself or self-realization. Vedas are called Shrutis. They are the universal truths discovered or realized by the learned people. They form the bedrock of Indian philosophy and yoga. The Vedic texts contain deeper spiritual and scientific knowledge. The Vedic traditions are still continued and are still unbroken. Research on Vedas is carried out in many foreign and Indian universities. Four major Vedas constitute the Vedic literature. They are Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvana Veda. Rig Veda is a collection of Vedic hymns composed by rishis. Yajurveda is details of rules to be followed during sacrifices. Samaveda is a collection of songs. The origins of Indian music are traced to it. Atharvana Veda is a collection of spells and charms. Beside the Vedas, there were Brahmanas, Upanishads, Aryan and epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata. Brahmanas is a prose about Vedic hymns, rituals, and philosophies. Aryan deals with mysticism, rites, and rituals. Upanishads are philosophical texts dealing with soul, mysteries of nature. Classification of Vedic period. The period of Vedic civilization. (1500 to 500 BCE) is divided into two broad parts. Early Vedic period 1500 to 1000 BC, also known as Rig Vedic period. Later Vedic period 1000 to 600 BC. Let us learn the features of the Vedic civilization under these two periods. Early Vedic period. social life. The family is the basic unit of the society. The father was the head of the family. Joint family system was in practice. The prisoners of war, called dasas and dasyas, were like slaves. Monogamy was the usual practice. Position of women. Women held a respectable place in their society. They studied Vedas. There were no child marriages or sati. Women had the choice to choose their husbands in Swayamvaram. Widow remarriage was in practice. Learned women like Gosha, Apala, Lopamudra, Indrani, Vishvavara, etc. were great Vedic scholars. Women participated with their husbands in all religious ceremonies. Dress. They wore vasa, dhoti. Adivasa, upper cloth, as we wear today. The garments were embroidered with gold. Women used earrings, necklaces, bangles, and anklets as we do today. Women oiled and combed hair, which were plaited or braided. Men kept beard and mustache. Amusements. Chariot racing, hunting, boxing, dancing and music were some of the amusements. 3 types of musical instruments like percussion, string and wind were used by the singers. Education. Great importance was given to education. There were gurukulas. Entire institutions were given freedom in their teaching-learning process. They were taught the art of warfare, philosophy, agriculture, animal husbandry, and handicrafts. Food and crops. Rice, barley, bean, and sesame form their food. They also ate bread, cake, milk, butter, and fruits. Religion. They believe that God is one and he can be worshipped and realized in many forms, that is, Agni, Varuna, Yama, Vayu, etc. They believed that the same consciousness existed in the whole universe. Every being is born with a divine consciousness. They perform yajnas. Political life. The chief of the clan was called Rajan, and there was no dictatorship. Kingship was not hereditary. The king was asserted by the assemblies of Sabha and Samiti. The king looked after the welfare of the people. Later Vedic period. As time passed by, the Vedic people migrated to the plains of Ganga and Yamuna. From the plains of rivers Indus Saraswati. They crossed the mountain ranges of the Vindhyas and moved towards south. Political changes. During the later Vedic period, the king became more powerful. Even Sabha and Samiti lost their importance. The scope of the king was widened. The kingship became hereditary. The kings performed rituals like Ashwamedha and Rajasuya to expand their kingdom. Social changes. The ashrama system started. The ashrama system of Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanprastha and Sannyasa started during this period. The position of women was lowered. The Varna system came into existence. Child marriage and sati started during this period. Polygamy started among aristocrats and kings during that period. Religious life. Religious ceremonies became complex and complicated. The yajnas and yagyas were performed frequently. The gods Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Ganesh and Skanda were worshipped. The goddesses Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati and other deities got importance. Epics. The Ramayana and the Mahabharata are two great epics. These two great epics have guided the life and art of Indian life. The Ramayana, Adikavya, was written by Maharishi Valmiki in Sanskrit. The Ramayana depicts Rama as an ideal ruler, ideal brother, ideal son, etc. Sita stood as an ideal woman. The Mahabharata was written in Sanskrit by sage Vedavyasa. The Mahabharata is a victory of Dharma over Adharma. So, in this video, we learned about the Aryan civilization and the Vedic period, which shaped India's culture, religion, and social life. Thank you.